What is up, guys? Mad Rambles episode 82 today. As you can see, I'm back in my old location that once was. Had 2 weeks away in Turkey, so that's why the videos were in their normal place, but I am back today. However, I still think I am going to continue these sort of handheld portrait mode videos, style videos, rather than having it down over here, me talking and discussing like this. Just because I think it's more personal, it's more of a mad ramble. I think when you get to that and then you start editing the videos and then you start trying to add good camera, good lighting, and whatnot, cool, that's professional. But that's not what I want this. I want this to be a raw, genuine, just mad ramble, a mad, like, just spiel of thoughts and ideas that might make sense, hopefully make sense, but maybe sometimes might not. But at least they'll get you thinking. That's the whole point of this. Maybe in the future, I strive to do other things that's more professional. Maybe I start a little podcast and do sort of longer form things. Been thinking about how I can elaborate and grow. And I think once I get up to maybe 300-400 video of these videos and I get really comfortable talking on camera, really fluent at it, really just feel at ease with it, I then need to find a new challenge. I think that will be my new challenge where I just talk about the topics that I talk about in these videos, but just in a longer format and go into bigger and greater detail to try and get to the nitty gritty parts of each of the topics and titles rather than just skimming over it in 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. So, episode 82, today's video is on emotions. I wanted to talk about emotions. Again, a lot of the things I talk about have sort of overarching values whereby they sort of overlap. You'll see certain things overlap. And I have touched on this briefly in terms of overlapping, but never properly gone into detail with it, never properly talked about it, never properly explained. And I think the thing I want to say most of all, I'll start with, is that when emotions, I think too many people are too emotional. And this is in fucking everything in life, right? And especially this modern day and age. And I think it isn't almost a lot of young people's fault that they're too emotional. Because society teaches us, especially boys sort of growing up in this day and age, to be more emotional than they maybe once were. It's like, let your emotions out, act on your emotions. And that can cause a whole slew of problems. You see people with school shootings because they're all depressed, anxious, sad inside, and angry at the world. So what do? They act out their emotions. Not a fucking good thing. And like that, it is in every other part of the world, right? You act out your emotions. You need to, especially as a man, and I don't even think this is just men specific. I think it's female specific as well. You need to have some sort of control on your emotions if you want to achieve anything in life. For instance, you love fucking cake. You love cake. You feel like you really want cake. You feel sad without cake, but you also want a good body. So what do? You give into the emotion of wanting cake and feeling sad without it, you'll never achieve your goal. You eat the cake and then you feel shit and then you feel worse and you eat more cake and that dream gets further and further and further away. Why? Because you couldn't control your emotions. And the same with work. It's hard to work. Oh, I don't really like working. Oh, I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit depressed. I'm not working. Oh, I'm anxious not to work. Alright, I'm going to let my emotions take control. Okay, so PlayStation and porn it is. It's stupid. You don't achieve anything that way. And then you get more and more sad and you get this momentum that I keep talking about. When in reality, you just checked your emotions, you wouldn't almost feel the negative emotions. So the world almost plays a trick on you, and I've talked about this when I was talking about karma. If you do good things, the world gives you good things back. If you do bad things, the world gives you bad things back. Eating cake is a bad thing. It ain't fucking good. It might taste good, but that's sort of an instant gratification. It's not fucking healthy for you. Your body doesn't like it. No one can sit and say cake is healthy. Fucking ice and sugar is good for you. Alright? So you do that, and then you get the repercussions of being fat. In stocks, right? Oh shit, it's dipping, it's dipping, it's dipping. Sell, 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 sell. Alright, it's gone all the way back up. And if you just rode the dip, you'd made a fuck ton more money. So don't give in to your emotions in any circumstance. I think listen to them. I'm not saying don't listen to them. Acknowledge they're there. Because that way you can use them and benefit them and learn from them. But don't give in to them and let them take control. You're in control. I've been Keelan. Been a good call. Peace.